Okay, guys, this is it. Last lesson of the year. So this is Unit 10, Lesson 4. Our goal today is we're going to look at box and whisker plots. We're in statistics. You guys have done mean, median, and mode. We've done dot plots. We've done histograms. This is box and whisker plots. Surprisingly enough, we condensed it, so you really almost got through every single thing.
It's done.
I think I could probably count on one hand how many lessons we skipped. Literally
a million years.
So excellent job. I'm super proud of you all.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Here we go. Let's finish this year out.
All right, let's do this.
Don't forget the lessons from this week are all due by Sunday at 11:59. You're going to get one more Google form after this. It'll be a review of the whole year, so it'll have about 20 multiple choice questions from throughout the year. It'll be due the following Wednesday. Okay, so here we go.
Okay, people, here we go.
What is a box and whisker plot? Well, we already talked about it. A box and whisker plot uses the medians and what we call the first and third quartile, or the first, second, and third quartile. We can call the median the second quartile, to again represent data. It actually breaks data up so that in between each section is 25% of the data. Okay, you need 5 numbers to create a box and whisker plot. You need the minimum, which is the smallest number in your whole data set. You need the first quartile, which we'll learn how to get that today. And that goes here. You need the median, which is your middle number. You know how to get that. You order them from least to greatest and find your middle number. You need your third quartile, which you'll learn how to get today. And then you need your maximum, which is the highest number given. Notice that the first, second, and third quartile, these 3 make up the box, right? Where at each number there's a vertical line. And then the whiskers come from the smallest number in your data and the biggest number. And then within those sections, in between those 5 numbers, is 25% of the data. Okay? So this is an example here, again, of the same one. We also have something called the interquartile range. So the regular range is the highest number minus the lowest number. The interquartile range just goes between quartile 3 and quartile 1. So the interquartile range is the difference between the third quartile and the first quartile. So you just subtract them. The smaller that number is, it means that the data is more consistent. So it's not spread out. If you have a large interquartile range, then the data is not consistent. It's really spread out from each other. Okay. So let's look at this. It says draw a box and whisker plot. There's directions on the side. You guys can read it. Hopefully this isn't too bad. But number 1, the first thing you have to do for box and whisker plot is you have to order the numbers from least to greatest, because you're going to be using the median and the concept of the median over and over again. So let's see if I can do this without messing up today. Be shocking. Smallest number there is 11, and you guys know me. I have to cross off as I go. And then I think 12 is next, and I've got another 12, and I've got a 13. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 14. So I'm going to put them all in. 1, 2, 3 14s, and then 16 and 18. Now what I'm going to do is just count how many numbers were originally there and make sure I have the correct amount before I start. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers were given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers are there. So we're going to find the median. To find the median, you get your middle number, right? So I cross off like we've done before. So I know that there's 9 numbers. I'm going to do like 4 on each side. Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's your median. So I always circle it, and then I'm going to label it MED for median. Now, to find the first quartile, it's very easy. I'm going to take the numbers that are below my median, so not including my median. I'm going to take these numbers from 11 to 13, 11, 12, 12, and 13. And I'm going to find the median or the middle of those numbers. Now, this is what I do. If I crossed them off this way the first time, I kind of make it so it's an X now. So I'm going to say, okay, these 2 can cross off. Well, now I have 2 middle numbers. Remember, when you have 2 middle numbers, you find the average. So you do 12 plus 12. Divided by 2, which is 24 divided by 2. So my first quartile, I'm actually, instead of writing IQ, I'm going to write Q1. Quartile 1 is the number 12. So my first quartile is 12. My median is 14. I'm going to now find my third quartile, which is the same concept, but I use the numbers above my median. So I'm going to look at not my median. My median's alone. I pulled it out of the data. Now to find the third quartile, I find everything on the right-hand side. So I'm going to look at those four numbers and find the median there. So again, the middle number there, I'm going to cross off. Well, these two cross off. Now I have a 14 and a 16 that are in the middle, right? So to find my median, I have to add them up. 14 plus 16 divided by 2. 14 plus 16 is 30, and 30 divided by 2 is 15. So quartile 3 equals 15. Okay, so these are going to create my box. The first thing I'm going to do before I even worry about creating the box and whisker plots is now that I have those three numbers, quartile 1, quartile 2, which is the median, and quartile 3, I'm going to create a number line with equal increments. So I'm just going to draw a line as best I can, or wave. And then my numbers, my smallest number is 11, my biggest is 18. So you can go up by ones, right? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I'm just going to make my pen a little bit smaller to fit them in here. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Now here's how it works. I am going to take quartile 1, and above it, not on the number line, but above it, I'm going to do a little vertical line at quartile 1. So quartile 1 is 12. There it is. My median gets a little vertical line too, so that's 14. And quartile 3, which is 15, gets a little line. And those create the box. There it is. Okay. To get the whiskers, it's even easier than this. The whiskers come from the smallest number given. So the smallest number, the number that's all the way over here, is 11. So at 11, I'm not going to do a vertical line. The smallest number just gets a point and then a whisker attach. And my biggest number is 18. That's a number all the way to the right. So that gets a little point here. And that attaches. And that's my whisker. That's it.
Boom! Drop the mic.
That is a box and whisker plot. And some of the things that it shows us is, first off, for this one, and I don't know what this data represents because it didn't tell me, it's just random numbers, but I know that 25% of my numbers are here. So 25% of my numbers are between 11 and 12, and 25% of my numbers are between 12 and 14, and 25% of my numbers are between 14 and 15, and 25% of my numbers are between 15 and 18. That's it. Done and over. Let's do another one, okay? This one actually gives us what we're talking about. So it says the number of DVDs, It says the number of DVDs rented each day over 2 weeks at a video rental store given. Make a box and whisker plot. Oh, remember? You guys don't remember? Like Blockbuster or a video rental store. This would all be 0 now. Okay, so first things first, we have to order our numbers from smallest to biggest. So, boy, I can't even tell the smallest. I see 38. Looks like if I skim along, 34 might be my smallest. I'm going to do 34. Then I think 38. Now I see some 40. So I have regular 40. I have 41. I have 42. I don't have any more 40s. I'm going to look. I have a 50. Nothing else in the 50s. So I'm skimming along here. I've got 65. Nothing in the 70s. I've got some stuff in the 80s. So we've got 82. It's like 87 might be next. 88. I missed one. So see what happens when you miss one? I missed a 71. So what I'm going to do here is what I have to do. You guys might be better than me. I'm going to erase my 80s up here. So I have 82, 87, and 88. And then notice I missed this 71. So I'm glad that I noticed it then. So 71 has to go here. And now I can put my 80s back in. So 82, 87, 88, 91, 93, 94. So let's count. I originally had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we know we're good. Step 1, put them in order. Now we're going to find the median. So if there's 14, we know we're going to land in the middle, right? Let's cancel like 6 from each side. If you don't see how many to cancel, just go 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 until you get there. So like this one and this one and this one and this one, okay? But I know we're going to be around 6. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side. Now you have 2 middle numbers to find your median. Remember, you're going to take those 2 middle numbers, add them up, divide by 2. So in this one, 65 plus 71 is 136. Divide that by 2, and you get 68. So your median is 68. Well, guess what? When your median is not a number in the data set, to find your first quartile, you're going to take all the numbers below 68. So what's the first number that's below 68? 65. So I'm going to go from 65 below. So all those numbers are going to help me find my first quartile. So now I have to find the median here. So again, we're going to cancel out. Let's do 1, 2, 3. I've got 1, 2, 3. And this time I have one that lands right in the middle. So quartile 1 is 41. And now we're going to do the same thing for the other half. So our median was 68. All the numbers above 68, well, we start at 71 and go above. Going to cancel out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And quartile 3 is 88. So let's label all of this above. The minimum, we didn't do the minimum yet. What's the smallest number there? So the first number we listed was a 34, so that's your minimum. Quartile 1 we found was 41. The median was 68. Quartile 3 is 88, and the highest number was 94. So now that I have all that written out, I'm going to get rid of my work, and we're going to just draw our box and whisker plot. Now, to draw it, we first need a number line. Our smallest number is 34, and our biggest is 94. You can start your number line wherever you want. So I could start it right at 34 if I wanted to, which I might. But do I want to go up by ones? I mean, that has a range of 60. 34 minus 94 is 60. So I don't think I really want to put 60 little lines on here, right? What do you think might be good? 5s, 10s, something along those lines. 10s probably not too bad. And then you just kind of estimate. So in other words, if I want to just start this at 34, well, then I can do 44 and 54 and 64 and 74 and 84 and 94. Okay? So let's do the box. The box comes from quartile 1, medium, quartile 3. So here's the box with these 3 numbers. So let's plot them out. 41, so I'm going to estimate just under 44. I'm going to do a little line. I like to, when I'm estimating, when it doesn't land right there, I like to kind of above it just say, hey, wait, that's 41. Okay? And then the median was 68, so that's someplace here, and I'm just going to put a 68 over it. And quartile 3 was 88, so that's probably someplace here. Connect them all. There's your box. And then my lowest number was 34, and that lands right there. So that's 34. And my highest number was 94. Done. That's it. Box and whisker plot. Hopefully not too bad. Okay, let's look at this one. So I put at the top here, you can pause the video and try number 3 on your own, or again, just kind of check as we go through. It says the ages of students enrolled in a nursing program at AUK are as follows. We're going to draw the box and whisker plot. So step 1, put them in order from smallest to biggest. So there's a 17-year-old. That's impressive. 18-year-old. A 19-year-old. A 20-year-old. A 21-year-old. A 24-year-old. A 25-year-old. And a 27-year-old. Let's make sure we have all the numbers originally given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're good. We're going to find the median. So I have 8 numbers, which means I'm not going to get an exact middle. So if I cancel out, let's say 3 and 3, I have 2 middle numbers. It's 20 and 21. So for the median, we're going to do 20 plus 21 over 2, which gives me 41 over 2, which gives me 20.5. So my median is 20.5. we need to find quartile 1, which is take all the numbers below 20.5, so 20 and less. And we have to find the median of that half. So now it's 1 and 1. Well, the first quartile here, I now have 18 and 19 are in the middle. So I'm going to do 18 plus 19 divided by 2. So quartile 1, I get 37 divided by 2 is 18.5. Quartile 2, I have to do the exact same thing. 20.5 is my median, so I'm going to go from 20 to 27. Crossing off, I've got 1 and 1. So quartile 3 deals with the 24 and 25. So we're going to do 24 plus 25 divided by 2. So quartile 3, I get 49 divided by 2 is 24.5. Okay, I just want to see for a second. Yep, so on the next page, we're actually going to work all of this out. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to turn the page and write down this information up at the top and then have to erase some of it. So what do we have so far? We have quartile 1 is 18.5. Our median is 20.5. Quartile 3 is 24.5. We also need our max and our min. So the smallest number given, the minimum, is 17, and the maximum was 27. All right. Now that we have all that written out, we can draw our box and whisker plots. So we need to do our number line. Go ahead, you draw yours out. Now, if you look here, what's your smallest number? Well, your smallest number is 17. Your biggest one is 27. Let's just go up by 1. It's no biggie to write 10 numbers out. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I'm going to fill it in. Make my pen a little bit smaller so I have more room. All right, let's do the box first. So again, quartile 1 was 18.5, so in between 18 and 19. Median is 20.5, so right here. Quartile 3 is 24.5, so here. There's your box. If you're as sloppy as I am, you might want to write those numbers above. Not that you have to, but it doesn't hurt, so I can see them. There they are, okay? Minimum number was 17, or minimum age. Oldest person in this particular class is 27. There you go. Okay, there's your box and whisker plot. Now this one has an extra question. It says find the inner quartile range. Remember, for that, all you have to do is quartile 3 minus quartile 1. So you're going to do 24.5, which is quartile 3, minus 18.5, which is quartile 5. So your inner quartile range is 6. That's a pretty small number. So you'd say that this data is pretty close. These ages are pretty close to each other, right? They're not that spread out for a college class. Okay. Let's look at this one. So multiple choice. It says, which statistic cannot be determined from a box plot representing the scores on a math test in Mrs. DeRitter's algebra class? So if you read your options, which one can we not have in a box and whisker plot? Well, you can't have choice 4. Choice 1, you have the lowest. That's part of the whiskers. The median is quartile 2, and the highest is the other whisker. You don't see the score that occurs the most often, so the mode. This one says, what is the range of this box and whisker plot? So this one's the regular range, not the inner quartile range. So for the regular range, remember, you're going to do the biggest or the maximum minus the minimum. So for this one, your max is right here. It's at 8. The minimum is at 1, and 8 minus 1 is 7. Interquartile range, if they asked for that, you would have used these two. Okay? But just the regular range is the highest number minus the lowest. Let's look at this. It says Robin collected data on the number of hours she watched television on Sunday through Thursday night for a period of 3 weeks. The data is shown below. Use an appropriate scale on the number line, and I think it's on the next page. Yep, with the answers. Whoops. Construct a box plot for the 15 values. So let's find the important things that we need. This is confusing because it feels like you should be finding something for week 1, week 2, or week 3, but that's just like to throw you off. We don't care about this. And really the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're just going to find quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3 the regular way. So first we need to list our numbers out from least to greatest. So there is what? 12 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 15 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 3. Yeah, 15. So let's hope I don't mess this up. So my smallest number is 1. Then I see some 1.5. So 1.5. I see another 1.5. All right, I see some 2s. So I have 2 2s. I've got a 2.5 here, and I've got a 2.5 there. I've got some 3s. I've got 1, 2, 3 3s. So 1, 2, 3. I've got 1 3.5. I've got one, oops, I don't know why I did 4.5. I've got 2 4s, so let me put those in next. And then I have 1 4.5 that I'd already crossed off, and then a 5. So I should have 15 numbers. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job, Mrs. Cook. You can count. So let's find the median. There's 15 numbers. So how many should you cross off from each side? 7. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there is your median. So your median is that particular 3. It's important which 3 as well. So now, not including the median, I'm going to find the first quartile. So I take all the numbers below that particular 3, and I'm going to find the median there. So let's see. We cross off 1, 2, 3 on this side, and 1, 2, 3 on that side, and there it is. So quartile 1 is 2. Doing the same thing above the 3 I circled, so don't include that 3, but above it. I'm going to cross off 1, 2, 3 inside there, and 1, 2, 3 inside there, and quartile 3 is 4. Your minimum number is a 1, and your maximum number is a 5. So that's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's turn the page and construct our box and whisker plots. And I transferred the answers over. There's a blank number line. Our smallest number is 1, our biggest is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Quartile 1, let's do that first. That's at a 2. The median is a 3. Quartile 3 is at a 4. So there's your box. And the whiskers are at 1 and 5. Done. There's your box and whisker plot. Okay, that's it. That's all of our lessons for the whole year.
What? I can't believe.
I'm happy and sad all at once. Okay, so complete all of this homework. It's Unit 10, Homework 4. Email me with questions. Please join the Google Meet. So you have one tomorrow, it's Friday, and then you're going to have one next Tuesday. That'll be it, guys. So the work from this week is due on Sunday. And then, like I said, you'll get one last Google form that'll be due by next Wednesday. Okay, I'm super proud of y'all. I know I said it, and I keep saying it, but it's true. I am proud of you. Have a good one.